South Park's most recent episode was funny as hell, so let's talk about it. Help! My teenager hates me is the 5th episode of the 25th season, and this episode features the boys having to learn to deal with the many emotions and frustrations of teenagers, as the bros want to play airsoft but the teenagers are their only willing participants. Oh boy, you gotta love being a teenager. The non-stop acne, the raspy voice, hormones, and let's not forget about heartbreak.
I can't be your girlfriend.
Linda, I still love you. Now, to keep me from breaking down in the shower later on tonight, all I ask is that you drop a like on the video, as I've sold all my possessions and bet my life's worth on this video doing well. Yeah. This episode kicks off with Cal begging his father Gerald to allow him to purchase an airsoft gun, as he wants to play with the bros who have already bought their equipment. They head down to the airsoft gun shop store, to which Gerald is warned by the airsoft store employee that mostly teenagers play this game. If you haven't seen this episode, you're probably asking yourself, what's so bad about that? Well, these teenagers were a little different.
Bruh. Emotional, damn it!
Now you guys know how much I be saying bruh in my videos, so this is extra hilarious to me. When the gang arrives at the airsoft field, they find a group of teenagers wanting to play, but they refuse to play against younger kids. So the field manager splits the teams into two groups, with Stan and Cal playing with one group of teens, and Eric and Kenny with another group of teens. The guys splitting up really didn't affect how the game would turn out, because it seems the guys had fun. And as the kids head home, they were having this little wholesome moment, with Cartman telling the bros the fun he had playing airsoft made him forget how much everything sucked. And to be honest, I honestly forgot how much everything sucked for Cartman right now. Yeah, I'm not feeling sorry for this man though. Looks like he can't talk shit about Kenny's house anymore. Hilarious. The guys had even stated that they all had teenagers now. Bruh, they all basically have kids now. If you're not getting this, it's freaking hilarious. This episode portrays the bros as parents. Cal's teenager, who went by Trevor, arrives and immediately asks for food and wants to be left alone.
I'm starving to death. Can you make me some food?
Man, I don't think I acted like this as a teenager. Stan receives a call from another teenager who doesn't know how to prepare instant ramen, and this part was definitely one of the most funniest moments out of this entire episode. This idiot didn't know he had to put the noodles in boiling water. It was even worse that he didn't know where to get the water from. He also didn't know where a sink was in the first place.
Where do I get water?
Just crazy. This man Eric was at home watching airsoft videos when another teenager just bust in this man's home demanding to use the bathroom. I'm not even sure how he found Cartman's house. And Kenny probably had the worst teenager out of them all.
Why do I have all these zits on my face?
This man might be a school shooter. We gotta watch him. Cal was like, what the are these things? The guys soon realized the teenagers are something straight out of a horror story. Ken and Stan attempt to play another airsoft game with their teens, but Eric and Cal are unable to join, as their teens have demanded to be taken to the store for hair gel, but are too depressed and moody while there. The guys didn't have anyone else to play airsoft with teenagers being the only ones playing this game. They pretty much had to deal with them. Not sure why they couldn't just get more kids at their school to play, but hey, maybe their parents wouldn't buy them guns. They do look overly realistic. Token?
Don't you even try it.
Bruh, Cal was telling Gerald that he no longer wanted to play airsoft, as he can no longer stand being with the teens, and with them having no one else to play with, Gerald suggests the kids play with their fathers. Gerald takes the guys Randy and Stuart down to the airsoft store, and Randy was saying how dangerous everything looked. This man was saying, what if the police think these are real? Then Gerald says this:
as long as your gun has a red tip and you're white, police won't shoot you.
Hilarious. Gerald's rich ass uses his American Express Platinum card and buys one of everything in the store. While this was going on, the guys had gotten into an intense argument with the teenagers, and they had ended up making a huge bet. The teenagers versus the bros. Whoever loses had to stay away from the airsoft field. Stan was saying they were going to kick the crap out of them, but one of the teenagers says, yeah, with what army? This is when their parents walk up looking like they just got done filming the latest Fast and Furious movie, because we all know that series totally isn't about racing anymore. The madness. Then this man Jumbo pulls up with the heavy artillery, and these little pussies weren't looking too confident anymore. The guys had started having this all-out war. I can't tell you how much laughing I did while watching this.
Ow! Ow! I said hit you, bitch!
The guys were laying a smackdown on these teenagers, and Cartman even has this epic scene where he busts in on this teen using the restroom, if you know what I mean. He switches his gun to auto and starts shooting this man in the private area. Just too funny, bruh. I think it's safe to say this is by far the funniest episode of the new season so far. Well, at least to me. And at the end, Randy uses a jar of his Tegrity weed and distracts the teenagers. He then takes them all out with this cool grenade made of airsoft pellets. Nice! The guys were having this wholesome little conversation on the walk to Cartman's house because everyone were gonna get hot dogs, and pretty much the bros were thanking their parents for laying down a smackdown on these teenagers. Randy raises his rifle toward the kids, asking the other adults if he should take them out now before they become teenagers, but Gerald stops him, saying they still have a few more years before they turn into monsters. I really love the way they portrayed teenagers in this episode, showing some of the obvious disconnects within parents and their teenage kids. While it is very over exaggerated, it's still pretty funny. So what did you guys think about this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, here's more chill videos if you just can't get enough. But until next time, peace.